And also, in more good news, our plank storage is actually nice and full again, which is beautiful. Alright everybody, hello, and welcome back to another episode on Autonauts with me, Spacefish, and welcome back to our beautiful little base out here, which, well, in fact, is not quite that small anymore, because we have been growing it quite crazily indeed over the last few episodes. And, well, in the last one, we actually did make a good bunch of advancements on all the farming bits. We've got all the materials flowing in here that we ever wanted, with a few exceptions here being the issues that we do have on the cereal farming, but you know, that we will talk about today, and we'll also get a threshing machine going for this bit. But we also have got our first mechanical frame saw, and as you may remember at the end of the last episode, we did have some issues here, being that somehow we weren't able to use the thing. Well, now it transpired after having a close look onto that blueprint right here, that in fact there was no blueprint properly selected there somehow, well, despite it being, well, the planks being lit green here in this menu, which kind of indicated to me that it was properly selected. So it was a bit weird, but well, you know, now with that thing selected, it's all fine, it's all fixed, and you know, the bot is working away and all the, well, planks are flowing out beautifully, and we can happily move on to hopefully getting more of these in action here to, well, hopefully get ourselves some more materials to, you know, feed all this stuff down here, and to, of course, also feed this production up here, because we're already down to like 25 planks after all the bots that we have spammed at the issue pretty much all over the place. So we're going to take care of that and more today. I hope that should be fun. If you enjoy it, definitely make sure to go ahead and smash that subscribe button if you have not done so just yet. Would really appreciate that. We are still a very small channel, currently trying to hit 1,000 subscribers, so every single person just really does help out a ton with that stuff. Thank you so much if you did that, but without further ado, let's go ahead and look at, maybe first things first, what we still need for these frame saws. I do kind of have the feeling I may want to just push that a little more first things first, and get maybe a second one going so we can get some more planks flowing in, you know, upgrade this chopping block to another frame saw basically, and move this bot over, and then kind of go from there. I was going to place it here, but I guess that's a bit of an issue with this log pile being in the way, so we'll have to see about that. But you know, generally speaking, I do have to say I feel that would make some sense, so why not just look at that? Also, we do still technically have some crude... Well, wait, no, this is... Why is there crude wheels still flying around there? I've got no clue. Well, we do technically have the crude gear station right here. We had just not taught this to a bot yet, as, well, evidently we're out of planks here, so we can't. But if and when we are hopefully going to have that fixed, we are most definitely going to go ahead and teach a bot to do this stuff as well. Now, my big challenge of the day here being to actually find a table where I can go and make some planks myself, so we can go ahead and make the gears necessary in order to get these frame saws going. And then we kind of need to also see with the threshing machine, I feel like it probably requires some materials where we're just like really low currently, so let's see maybe real quick, because we do kind of want to have that this episode. In fact, we should have pretty much all that except for the crank, and that bit we can make ourselves, so I think we'll go and schedule that thing here. So that the bots already start throwing their things at the issue, and well, then, you know, we can go and finish the last bits off ourselves when we do get there. Bit confused that the little guy with the gears doesn't get... Okay, there he goes. Okay, so he did get underway, so that's all fine and beautiful, and we are going to go and throw this one gear at that mechanical frame saw real quick, so that we can go and swap over what this little guy here is doing. In fact, you know, I'm really considering to just swap him out with a proper Mark II bot real quick to speed things up a little more for ourselves, because, I mean, he's really just not quite fast enough, to be honest, so I'm thinking we're gonna have to, well, do that. That said, ideally, we would probably do that at a point in time like that. So, let's just go and pull them aside here for a quick second. Oh, actually, I mean, in fact, we could just upgrade him with the parts, right? So maybe we just do that. That way we don't need to redo the entire programming, I guess. So I'm going to go and... oh, I forgot the button combination. Control, right click, that was it. So, we're going to go through here and upgrade this little guy real quick. Give him all the fancy new parts, and there he goes. And then, before we get him back up and running, well, first things first, we'll actually go and take that log off of him, because, well, I mean, not really, like, we can, well, just start him back up like that. It's going to mess everything up for him. Just going to delete the structure for now. We'll keep it in our inventory, you know, if ever we need it again, we can grab it. And then these mushrooms are actually in the way, so that's not great, but we should have shovels here somewhere, so we're just going to go pick ourselves one. We're going to go and get these out of the ground real quick so we can lay down some flooring. Now, the interesting bit here being, technically speaking, we do have enough space to get 2 of these going. And what I've also actually seen people do now, just generally while researching what the issue may be with our frame saw, which evidently nothing came up because I just messed up myself. Well, generally what I saw people do was that they actually did sort of some production chains. So, I mean, what you can do is that you can just put this out where, like, the next in is for the next mechanical frame saw, and then that mechanical frame saw just goes right onto, well, cutting the planks into pieces to get poles out of it. So, I like the idea. We will kind of have to see how we do it. I guess, like, across here is maybe not enough space, but maybe we can go from, like, here to up there or something. Maybe if we just add a 3rd frame saw, and then we add, like, one for the... We'll see how we do it, but, you know, already got some ideas right there, and it would, like, cut out a few of the logistic bits for with, like, bots running back and forth to, like, put the planks in there first and then coming to grab the planks and to make the poles and everything. So that could be quite nice, and I do want to consider doing something like that. We probably should very much look into that. For the time being, though, we'll just focus on getting the planks out there, and then, you know, you will kind of see new. I'm just going to replace that one again because that makes it a whole lot easier. I don't have to keep the mouse clicked. But yeah, so we'll just get going like this, and then we'll see about any sort of potential of just chaining these in the future, at least partially, so that the whole pole process is maybe even a little bit faster. We are going to go, and you're able to see it right there, right? It was already green, but there was no blueprint selected there, so I guess that's a bit the part that confused me the last time around. But we're going to go, and okay, no, wait. So we can... Wait. We're going to go and change this guy's code a little bit, because he's going to go and take from the log storage until his hands are full. Of course, he's now able to carry more. He's going to move to... Well, he's not going to do that. So this bit we kind of have to cut. And then I'm going to just go do this. I'm going to remove all that. And then he's basically going to go here. So he's going to... Well, now that I'm doing it, he's going to move to the mechanical frame saw. He's going to add to the mechanical frame saw, repeat that stuff until his hands are empty. Right. And then he finds the nearest plank in the set area, which is now going to be that one instead. And this bit we can remove. And move to plank, pick up plank. He will repeat this bit until his hands are full. And then he will move to plank storage and add to plank storage, and he will only repeat this bit until his hands are empty. So that makes a whole lot more sense, and now he will be able to work with a lot more capacity than the other guy was able to, and also at the faster speeds that the frame saw now allows him to go at. So hopefully, really hopefully, this will kind of speed things up a little bit in terms of our wood production, and will give us the capabilities we need in order to, you know, catch up on these things again, get these guys going a little faster, and also get the materials for these frame saws, because of course we do want to go and upgrade these here, and well, you know, as I said, maybe also get like a 3rd one going right here, and then chain that instantly with like one of these planks frame saws. So that would be quite cool. I think that's definitely going to be on the list, and I'm also kind of going to just move these out of the way real quick, because I feel like this is where we will get that chain going. And then we will go from there. Now, you can can see right here, I mean, a lot of the things aren't even done yet, because we just are really missing the wood currently, but hopefully that'll get going soon. Now, what I do want to look at next with you guys, I feel, is going to be the threshing machine for ourselves. So we will go and throw together another quick crank, which, well, actually implies us, I guess, doing some stuff ourselves again, but technically speaking, we do have that one log flying around there that we don't really have the space to move back into the log storage anyway, so we can just go grab that. We're going to go make ourselves some planks, and then we're going to go and make like 2 poles, and then we just yank some fixing pegs from up there, and then we should pretty much be good to go. It's absolutely insane, to be honest, that the plank storage is still empty. That said, honestly, that's probably a good bit my bad, just because well, I've got so many building projects scheduled here. I mean, that just soaks up so much wood at the end of the day. And it really all came at once. So I guess that really doesn't help. But, you know, we'll get there again, and I'm technically hopeful that we will make it work. Practically, that will only probably happen if I don't keep messing up the programming of some of these lads. So, let me go and, first things first, empty his hands, because we will need to restart him. And now, we need to go and change this bit here, right? Because he's only going to make 4 planks from the 2 logs, so it's not until his hands are full. It is repeating times, and it's going to be 4 times. And that way, you will actually get to work properly. I was like, really like, oh my god. I mean, the fact, honestly, that we're still at an empty plank storage with like 2 of the better bots now going, and the frame saws. I mean, Jesus Christ, how much more do we need? But I guess, you know, him just standing around doing nothing explains it all right there. So, well, you know, now he's going. And let's see if that balances out and just how long they will take. That said, we did just make this crank down here, so let's go and grab that one right away and throw it at this thing. And we will have another threshing machine ready to go. So that's going to be beautiful for us. Generally speaking, I could technically also use some more flooring. I just don't want to keep drawing all the wood from the production lines. I mean, we do kind of also need to make sure, well, I mean, technically we're not doing that bad, so I guess we are going to go and actually schedule some more. Oh, well, we can't until the flooring bits that we already have is empty, I suppose. So we're not going to do that just yet. Just going to keep using that flooring, and we are going to go, I guess, and get a I get a threshing machine going right here. That one threw me off a little bit, and we will have the cereal seeds ready to be threshed, which is beautiful, because what that means now is that the whole threshing process here will be a lot faster. The thing that I'm still kind of trying to find out right now, to be honest, though, is how in the world we're kind of trying to balance between these, because it's really not quite working the way that I would want it. I guess, though, technically, right, we have this one guy always bringing all the cereal from the output storage to the planting storage, right? So if this guy always ensures that this thing is full and takes from here first and foremost, that technically means for me, in my mind, that at the end of the day, we don't really need the guy that collects the cereal to put like 1 unit of cereal here and then 3 right there. We can just have him put everything there, and well, what we will do, first and foremost, is we will stop this little guy right there. And we'll tell him to, like, come over here somewhere, right? So, this is our guy that's currently collecting the cereal. Now, the deal has to be that we move the cereal off the fields first. We have a little guy threshing away, which is a threshing bot, basically. And then maybe we just employ one more bot to kind of move the cereal in there, so we don't, like, you know, we've got so many bots, we may as well get, like, one bot for every individual step going, so it all goes a little faster, a little more efficient. I think that's what a lot of you guys suggested in any case. So I feel like that's the way that we're going to do it. The question becomes, do we put the cereal into silos? We don't. Okay, so I guess we put the cereal into crates then? In fact, maybe we can design this stuff a little more efficiently in the future as well, because, oh, I know, that doesn't work. You can technically not rotate it, I guess, but we could just put it here. That makes the logistics ways a little shorter at the end of the day. And then if we pick the cereal, okay, this bit works. So, do we have another crate ready to go down there? We do. Good stuff. Just in time, basically. We will go and stack that on top of here, and then we can go and, what is the threshing guy at? Oh, technically, we don't need a third bot to move this stuff, because we have got the guy that is, yes, here, you. We have got the guy that is resupplying the flails. We could just reuse them for something else, because, you know, with this threshing machine, we don't need to keep resupplying tools to bots, so that's nice. So, we are going to go and record with this little guy, first things first. And, what you will basically be doing... you will not be doing that. What you'll basically be doing is you'll take from cereal storage until your hands are full. You will go and move to the threshing machine and add to the threshing machine until your hands are empty. And then you'll repeat the entire thing forever, basically. Or, well, we may as well say repeat. Yeah, I think what we're going to say is repeat until question mark full. And what we will take is this. Wait, no. Ah, this here, right. That's what we need to click. So until this cereal storage is full, basically. So once that thing is full, once we don't have any reason to harvest more, he'll just stop threshing away, basically, and he'll just chill. Right? So that way this thing doesn't pile up forever. And then he's basically good to go. So that's going to be our new ways of threshing. Then, we do technically have this little guy, who we also need to redo the programming off, because the straw is now all going to be coming from right here. Move to straw, pick up straw, move to straw storage until, yeah, so he can just repeat forever. I mean, if there's nothing for him to pick up, then, you know, that's the way it is. So, that's that. Issue. I need to empty his hands first. Right, now he can get going, otherwise, you know, it skews with the amount of stuff that he has in his hands, and then, well, you know, could cause issues again, so he's going to go pick that all up again, but now he's going to go from the start. Which actually, with these repeat so and so many times mechanisms, I'm not sure if that's actually still a valid concern or not, but I'm still doing it, so, eh. Whatever. So, you, little guy, are going to totally do something different now. Basically, what you are going to be doing is you are going to find nearest bits of cereal, in a certain area, which I would actually like to change if I find the arrow. And we're going to make this area, as we had with the other bots, you know, a little bit wider just in case something falls aside for some reason, and then that's good to go. So he'll find the nearest cereal in that area, move to cereal, pick up cereal until his hands are full. Then he will go move to the cereal storage and add to it until his hands are empty, and he will repeat that thing basically forever. And he'll now be collecting all the cereal off the fields for us. And of course, you know, when this thing's full, he'll just kind of stop working. But that's that. And, well, Jesus Christ. There comes all the cereal, and this other guy's going to go and start threshing away, which is beautiful. Now, this little guy here, no, not that guy. Where's my cereal collection bot guy? I have got no idea. Was that my cereal collection bot guy? Oh, that was my cereal collection bot guy, right? Yeah, so that is fine, I guess. Right, now I need to find the guy that was supplying the flails. There was one, right? Item held hoe. Scythe. Scythe storage. Hoe storage. Where's the guy with the flails? Where's the flail guy? I've got no idea in the world. Do we not have a bot supplying, like, flails? I'm sure we did. Did I not program him to be standing there, maybe? Where's my flail production? Oh, he's probably in this mix, isn't he? No. No, not really. Where's the flail guy? Hello? I'm so confused. Oh, maybe he's right here because he was also supplying flails to these guys. I'm so confused. Where are all my flail dudes? There must be a bot also supplying flails to these guys, right? Discharged bots, these are like the guys working on the food. Where are the lads bringing the flails? I'm like max confused right now. I'm not finding what I need. See, this is now the point where you guys are probably going to tell me, you know, you should have better named these guys in the first place. And I totally agree. I was freaking lazy and now I get the bill for it, basically. It's like... Well, anyways, I guess we're just going to go grab a new bot. And if, you know, we ever find the flail guy just aimlessly standing around, I suppose we're going to go give him a new role or... put him aside or something for the time being. I've got no clue. Anyway, so, we will need a little guy here that's actually going to go and start collecting the cereal seeds. So, find the nearest cereal seed and blah, repeat until hands are full, all this stuff. And this area is, oh yeah, that's already properly determined. Then he will go and add to cereal storage until his hands are empty. And then he'll repeat the entire thing forever, and then he's good to go. So, that should hopefully significantly somewhat decrease the size of this immensely huge tower. Jesus Christ. Fingers crossed. And it will mean that we also get all the beautiful amounts of cereal seeds flowing in now. Also, all this stuff is off the fields, which is absolutely magnificent. So, you know, the thing is the tower will kind of keep growing, I guess, until this is full, because the straw will just keep amassing. I mean, the straw storage is just minute compared to all, like, the cereal seed storage that we have, but that is what it is. At the end of the day, I think we can live with it, and, oh, you know, we'll just kind of go and see how this all develops, but for the time being, it should hopefully be fine. You know, all the cereal seed storage is filling up, all the stuff is actually being moved. We've got the threshing implementer, which should be a whole lot more efficient than the frickin' flail stuff that we used to do, so generally speaking, I'm quite happy. I mean, the tower is still absolutely gigantic. Well, you know, I guess it is what it is at the end of the day. And also, in more good news, our plank storage is actually nice and full again, which is beautiful. So I think we'll pretty much call it a day here. Some good progress made, I would say. In the next episode, I think we're going to start out, first things first, by chaining some frame saws here. Maybe like one that does planks and then one that does poles, and that way, hopefully, this whole flow and amount of materials will also improve for us a considerable bit. And then we will actually be moving on to finally make some products off of all the stuff that we're harvesting off here. Because, of course, we're going to want to make some food from all the cereal that we harvest. We want to build some houses from all the straw that we gather, and we will want to make some clothes rather, from all the cotton that we harvest. So lots of things to do in the next episode then. For today, we're going to end it off right here. I hope you all enjoyed it. As usual, if you did, please make sure to go ahead and smash that like button right down below for the YouTube algorithm. And if you're new around here and haven't done so just yet, also please consider subscribing right down below, as well as hitting that bell icon in order to stay up to date on all future upcoming episodes. But with all that out of the way then, as usual everybody, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I will catch you in the next episode very, very soon. Ciao.